Life is full of unexpected challenges, things that pop up and make you wonder about reality. I mean, is Kanye really okay? Did someone bite Beyonce's face? Did the President of the United States really tweet about, oh, let's not talk about that.
There you've got the senator from Massachusetts at Lesley University giving a big speech, the commencement day speech. Let's dial in Candace Owens, Director of Urban Engagement with Turning Point USA. Hey, Candace, what did you think of Elizabeth Warren? She obviously was trying to appeal to the kids in the audience by bringing up Kanye and Beyonce and POTUS as well. What'd you make of it?
It just makes me want to cringe all the time. I mean, this is quite frankly always what the Democrats do. They pander in every single regard. You can't tell me that she could name even one Kanye West album or that she could name even one Beyonce album, and one of them is self-entitled. So I'm telling you, it's an absolute joke, and it's interesting to me that she goes into a crowd of people and she assumes that everyone she's speaking to is a Democrat. These are the same assumptions that they made during the 2016 election, and they were wrong.
Well, it is Massachusetts.
It is Massachusetts, that's right. And even if you're in a crowd of people that might be overwhelmingly blue, it does not mean that every single person there understands your jokes or thinks that they're funny. Quite frankly, there are likely some students there that were insulted by her jokes. They should just deliver what people typically do during a commencement speech, something that inspires children in their lives and something that's largely positive, not taking stabs at pop culture that they don't even understand that culture entirely.
If only they could actually do that. So she's not the only one making the college tour rounds. Hillary Clinton as well at Yale, and House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi. Take a listen to a little of what they had to say.
What's happening right now goes to the heart of who we are as a nation.
We have many challenges facing us.
I say this not as a Democrat who lost an election, but as an American afraid of losing a country.
Today, it often feels as if America's greatness and goodness is clouded by ugly language.
Today, as a person, I'm okay.
We cannot allow the negative attitude to be normalized or accepted.
No, I'm not over it. I still think about the 2016 election.
Candace, talk about inspiring.
I mean, she is just completely lost it. People tend to question Donald Trump's mental health. When are we going to start to ask some serious, hard questions about hers? Seriously, woman to woman, Hillary Clinton, you have got to move on. This is not even about politics anymore. It's not healthy to hold on to something like this whatsoever. She says that she's a strong woman. What sort of a strong woman is not over this a year and a half later and is still crying about the election, blaming people and pointing the finger? This is not an example of a strong woman.
Well, she did say that she made mistakes. That's the first time I've ever heard her say that.
That took a year and a half for her to even admit that. But you have to understand that she is not an example of a strong woman. She was not equipped to be the first female president of the United States.
So, Candace, a couple of things. Number one is from you, when you came out with that statement that went viral, and since that time, what's your life been like? And have you heard from the White House about moving forward with possible going there on a legitimate race roundtable? Have you heard any more about that, or are we just going to do you think that moment has passed?
Oh, that moment has not passed whatsoever. We are in talks with the White House all the time, and what we are doing and what we are planning is so much bigger than I think what people are even expecting. I'm doing this with Turning Point USA. The White House will, of course, help us and facilitate all of our needs. We're going to cause an entire movement in this country, and we've been warning the left, and we've told the Democrats, we are tired of being your victims, okay? We are ready to exit this narrative as black individuals being the victims that they use every 4 years for votes. I'm going to inspire a national movement that we hope inspires people internationally to understand that there is no value in being a victim and there is only value in being a victor.
Are you still talking to Kanye West? What is he saying?
Absolutely. We're still emailing, and he's put me in touch with some other hip-hop artists that I am scheduled to meet with and do some on-camera work with.
Well, but not only people you agree with, right?
Right. I read a story over the weekend that said that a number of hip-hop artists were being asked by other hip-hop artists, don't show up at the White House.
Yes, I'm not sure how true that was. I did read that about Meek Mill, and that's unfortunate if it is true, and it's exactly what I talk about. Essentially, my idea is that black people are not free to do what they want or not free to think what they want, that there are these confines that we need to break out of, and we need to stop being afraid of being demonized in the media if we do something that could ultimately help black people. Meek Mill should have showed up to the Prison Reform Summit. It was a great day, and it was something that he could have definitely used his voice to help us get some laws passed.
Yeah, meanwhile, Spike likely blasted the president from another country last week. So the beat goes on.
Candace,
Absolutely.
you're always an inspiration to us. Always good to see you. Have a great Monday.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, see you soon.